guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh no, Aileen, you can't be turned up with the glam look. You can't be turned up with the glam look. Let's turn it down a notch. So I glammed up for you guys today for the one and only, the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Now, I had absolutely no intentions of getting this, I promise. And I'll tell you in a second what happened. But honestly, she came through. She did come through. Now, if you're interested in this look, how I achieved this look, what I used, not only in the eyes, but the lips, then keep on watching. But before we go, comment, like, subscribe, and I do have a little mention of a plan. Something's gonna happen throughout the video. Just keep on watching. Okay, so here we are. Let's take a look at the inside of the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Now, I had absolutely no intentions of purchasing this. Like, this is stunning. I literally went to Sephora to exchange something. And as I'm walking to the register, I had to pass the Natasha Denona section of Sephora. And there she was, just like sitting there in her box, the only one left. And it was like, you know, the little rays of light. And I was like, that's her telling me it's, she's for me. She's for me. It's my day. Yes, girl. That's how I took it. I just took it as, grab me, I'm meant for you. So I glammed up. Like, you cannot not glam for the glam palette. And I'm thinking we're gonna do a red lip with something I picked up in a haul that I haven't used yet. So if you haven't checked out my Mama Pat unboxing and the try on of the Rose Decadence, I will link that up here. But that is the video that I picked these up. So I picked up this red lipstick. She's gorge. And this is in the shade Major Red. And the lip liner, and this is in the shade Blood Lust. I do have my complexion and eyebrows and my little bronzer and blush. I'm sure you guys have heard about the name choices Natasha decided to go with on this palette. Their center eyelid, outer eyelid, inner corner, crease, transition. People feel some kind of way about it. I don't care what the name says. I'm gonna put it where I want. Like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I think it's good for beginners. And if you're not a beginner and you're dipping more into makeup, then you should already know or have a feel for what you like wear. So does it really matter? That's just me. There's more important things going on in the world than the name of some shadow shades. So let's go into a look and see what we come up with. Okay, so I think I am going to start with Blend. So I'm gonna go in with Blend, which is this shade here. I usually like to darken and I'm going in with the BK Beauty 201. I usually like to just darken my natural crease color with just a tint darker than what I would typically go for. And that just gives me a good transition shade. It inspires me to just, okay, now we got it. Now, because I do have hooded eyes, I do like to go in the crease and then bring it up just a little bit. And then I blend it upward in circular motions just to give the illusion that my crease is where I want it to be. And so that when my eyes are looking straight ahead and you may not see that crease, the color is still right here. So you can still see the color that's hooded over, if that makes sense. This is my first larger Natasha Denona palette, The only other palette of Natasha Denona I've played with is one of her minis. And I liked it. I like the formula, and this formula seems to be a little nicer than the mini. But I haven't had an issue with that one, but I know there's different palettes that people have experienced issues with. So I'm gonna go in with Smoke, and I'm gonna darken the outer V. I was like, if we're gonna use a glam palette, we're gonna glam. We're gonna do the hair off to the side. We're gonna look like we're going to a Christmas party, knowing dang well we ain't going nowhere. But it is what it is. Ain't going nowhere, but we can still look cute. I'm just saying. Did you guys pick up the palette? But the craze. And honestly, I didn't have a cool tone palette. And that's why I was like, it's just not my thing. And like I said, when I walked in Sephora and it was the only one and nobody was by the Natasha Denona counter and it was just sitting there waiting for me, I'm like, is this a sign? Is it meant for me? I'm sorry, and that was the BK Beauty 202. I'm gonna go back in with the BK Beauty 201 and I'm gonna go into the shade Transition, which is this lighter shade. And I'm just gonna buff that here above that other shade and just kind of blend them together. And it came off a little more pigmented than I thought, so I'm gonna go back into that initial color and just blend upward. And I'm sure if you can see the outer V is a little darker. I may darken it up just a little bit more with that Smoke shade. And I'm going back in with the 201, no additional color, just softening that harsh line out just a tad. I'm liking it. So next, I am going to go in to center eyelid with my flat brush. I am gonna wet it with my MAC Fix Plus. I mean, supposedly you don't have to do that with Natasha Denona. It's a habit, I don't know. So I'm gonna go with center eyelid on from the bottom row. Oh, there's two in the bottom row. This center one in the bottom row. Yeah, that's pigmented. If we're gonna glam, I want more glam. So I'm gonna try and see how it packs on with, yes. The warmth of your finger just does something. So now with my BK Beauty 202, I'm gonna go back into Smoke and I'm gonna dip in Lash Line, which is like a dark charcoal gray. And I'm gonna deepen this up a little more. And then I'm gonna go back in with my flat brush into the center eyelid shade and just tap that additional color where those two colors meet so that it's a seamless blend. Then I'm gonna go in with a Precise pencil brush. So we're gonna go in with Inner Corner on the top row. I'm really liking that. So then I'm gonna go into Brow Bone. There's only one brow bone. No, it went on pretty light. And we're gonna glam. It's gonna pop. I wanna soften the edge. There you go. I'm gonna get another Precise pencil brush and I'm going to do the lower lash line. So I'm gonna go in with Lash Line and bring this in to the outer third of the eye. Go in with Blend, which is the color we used up here in the crease. We're gonna bring that all the way across. I like that. And then Smoke, which was the first dark shade we put on the outer V. We're gonna focus it out here, but then bring it all the way in. I like that. I mean, I know it's only one eye, but here it is. Here it is without mascara. She's cute. She's glam for sure. So let me do the other eye and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Both eyes are done. I haven't put mascara yet, but I wanted you to see with both eyes done, it's pretty. I'm not big on cool tones. Well, I've never really tried them like that, but I decided I'm gonna get this angled brow brush. It's tightly packed. I'm gonna go into lash line and I'm gonna kind of just do just a tight line across my lash line, like a liner, but I don't want it as defined. It's just so that my lashes, when I do put mascara, will look more, they will look fuller. Like, I'm not big on trying to make them look longer. That's just me personally. I just want them to look more volumized and fuller. So if you can see the difference there, and then we'll put a liner on the waterline on top, and it will definitely bring it all together. With a red lip, where are we going? Nowhere. Club bed with DJ pillow. That's where we going. Don't you judge me. Are you guys going anywhere? Like, really? Are you going anywhere? Like, I am going out of town this weekend for a little getaway, but it's like so weird. It's like you're calling the places and you're like, what safety precautions are you taking? You're making sure if you make your reservations, if you're making reservations, you're asking the people, when you take these reservations, what precautions are you taking? My hair keeps popping out. Over here trying to be cute, hair popping out. So it's just a weird time. And I do have a special announcement coming soon to my channel that hopefully will help with those weird times and how we all cope, and we'll see what comes of it. So stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed, you should consider doing it now, because we're gonna do it. So I'm really liking the look. What do you think? Smoky little eye in the corner with these cool tones. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So let me put on my mascara and I will be right back. Okay. So here you go. Here's the final look with the mascara. Let me give you a close-up. Okay, I had to push it back a little bit. So we could get this lip popping. This red lip gonna make it happen. That's what's gonna do. So we're gonna go in with the Pat McGrath lip liner. This is the Permagel Ultra Lip Pencil in Blood Lust. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this mirror. My lips are lined. Now we all know using red, you gotta be careful using red. I'm usually not too picky because what I use as a spot concealer, I also clean up when I do red, and it also, I don't think you'll have any issues with Pat McGrath liner or lipstick, but and just a little trick, and honestly it works with any lipstick, any color. If you want to just clean up and conceal around your lips, especially if you have any fine lines around your lips, it does prevent the bleeding of the lipstick or your lip product into the lines, and it really helps. So I do that just because I want a crisp, clean line. But this is the Pat McGrath lipstick in Major Red, $4.19. And this is the Luxetrance formula. So let's go in with that. She's red. She's red and she's creamy. I like it. I'm one that I like my Cupid's bow to be pronounced. Like, I want you to be able to see the V. But I go in with Boing, the traditional Boing concealer, not the one in the little tube. Traditional comes in a little pot. And yes, I've hit pan. And yes, I've hit pan and I have a backup. The NARS one, it didn't knock it out. It didn't knock it out. This is the same consistency as the NARS without the dryness. Like, it just has no dryness to it. It's just amazing. So I like to just go in to my Cupid's bow, bring it down, and then if I see any spots that I want a crisper line, I'm gonna clean that up. And once you find a concealer that's just suits your skin tone, you can blend so easily. It's hard to step away from it. So here's the finished look, and I will have everything I use that I didn't use on camera linked down below. So here you go. What do you guys think? Do you like it with the red? It's fall. I'm not one to wear red all the time. It's fall, so red is in. I don't just wear red all year round. Like, I usually have like my pinky nude on deck 24/7. So here she is. I'm really liking it. And if you want me to put any swatches of these shades on Instagram, just let me know. Comment down below and make sure you're following me at Amerch Beauty. She's a keeper. Now, I will say, just to give you my final thoughts, like I said, the names don't really bother me. This shade here, it's more pigmented than it looks in the pan. So I had to kind of go in with this shade here a little more and bring it back up. But it gives it more like a white tint, but it is a cool tone palette. Like, girl, get your life. So I used this blend color on my crease and brought it up a little higher. I used this above that color and then dipped it back down with this. Then I went this directly into the crease without bringing it up. And I keep saying this because these names, if I say inner, outer, if I say names that have multiple shades, like, it's just confusing. So then I went in with Smoke and this one right here on the outer V, and I kept going back and forth until I got the intensity that I wanted. And anytime I was buffing out harsh lines, I was either not using a color or I was using this color right here, and very lightly. I went all over the lid with this shade right here. And then I went into the inner corner with this shade here, and in my brow bone with this shade here. Now, again, if you are interested in shades, swatches, just let me know, and I can do that for you on Instagram. But let me know what you guys think of the final look. Do you think cool tones work. You think I can pull them off? I'm ready to go somewhere. Like I said, just playing. It is, I think it's like 8 o'clock at night. I ain't going nowhere. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you consider subscribing. Until next time, bye.